Can somebody please type in if you can hear me? If not, then maybe we will plan later. I'm not sure. Okay, audible. Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, guys. So today is Friday. So let's not talk too much, serious stuff. First of all, tell me how you planning for your weekends. Weekend is gonna come up. क्या प्लान है यार वीकेंड पे आप सबका? मैं तो अभी जा रहा हूँ दोस्तों से मिलने और वीकेंड पे बस वहीं पे मज़े करेंगे. आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू आर गोना डू दैट. चलो, तो लेट्स स्टार्ट द टॉपिक. If you open LinkedIn or any social media platform these days, all you'll hear is one buzzword, that is none other than AI, 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 and AI gonna take all of our job. Uh, do you really believe that? If you remember, few years back, there was a concept called blockchain. You know, when blockchain came in, very similar kind of environment was created, that blockchain is gonna kill all the jobs. It's a game changer. So if let's say I have a bottle manufacturing plant, okay, do you really expect me to say negative about bottles? Obviously not, right? So that's exactly how business work. Those who are involved or getting into the bottle job or the AI job in this scenario, they are 24/7 gonna talk about AI, AI, AI. I mean, what you can expect from let's say Google CEO who has made billions of dollars of investment in AI. What about Nvidia? What about Google? You name Facebook. Everybody has pitched in into this market, you know, and that's why you sometimes have to create a vibe or aura that AI is coming to take away all of our job. First of all, let's understand what is software engineering. Okay. Before that, do you know what engineering is? Engineering is a key term which basically means solving problem. Okay. As long as problems are gonna be there in the world, business problem as long as or any problem in particular, you have to come up with engineering. Be it bicycle, be it motorcycle, you name it, everything has come from there. So when let's say we used to travel for thousands of kilometers by walking, then we invented, uh, then we use basically animals, to travel fast, horse riding and so on. All these things comes up under the umbrella, the bigger umbrella of engineering. That's exactly what is happening today. If let's say those who are doing the business, those who are investing money into this, they've got no other choice but to talk about AI. Okay. So basically, first of all, you have to understand the buzzword and the hype. Now if we talk about the reality, we must have to accept the fact that AI is something. AI is changing the way we do software engineering. So, if let's say in past, if we would take 10 days to finish a job, now we might take 3 to 4 days, right? Let's say if you are creating a document, if it was taking 10 days or 2 days, 3 days, it has been reduced by 30%, 50%. So how we shall navigate this tricky path which has come up? So since this AI hype is there, lot of companies are coming into this. They also want to win this AI race, and that's why even software companies, who are in service-based companies like Cognizant, Capgemini, and so on, they also have got to pitch in, and that's why they have reduced the hiring. They haven't stopped it. If you go ahead and search for Java .NET developer, in any particular company, be it Siemens or you name it, any company career page you go, you will see one thing for sure, that they are hiring developers, they are hiring DevOps engineer. So hiring hasn't stopped. Only thing which has happened in the recent past is cost cutting, because people, I mean, companies are investing so much in AI, they've got no other option but to reduce the headcount. Recently, a very interesting news came in, that Australian government gave a project to Deloitte. You can Google this out as well. I'm not making this up. Deloitte tried their best. They come up with all the data they wanted to, and when that report reached to the government was so surprised, because it had all sorts of hallucination. That was basically a classic definition of how AI actually hallucinates. And that, government literally had to sue Deloitte, and they lost, I think, 1 or 2 billion dollar rupees. It was a small amount. So instead of they earning from the government, they literally had to pay back because of this stupidity. So this is something which teaches each and every individual who is into software engineering, that if you over rely on AI, that's exactly what gonna happen with you. Reliance of onto AI is very important. So those who are not using AI, they are doing a big mistake. I'm telling you, they are doing a big mistake. So use AI, but use AI as your intern, maybe, or maybe a junior. You know, use it as a junior resource, and that's where learning AI is very important. If you don't learn AI at all, then what's the trouble gonna happen is that those people who are doing the work faster using AI, you will lose the race. So I don't want any of my subscriber to lose it in any regards. So as of now, what you should do as a .NET developer, I'm talking in general for all developer community, but in particular here, I'm talking about .NET developers. Because first of all, let's start talking about .NET now. .NET has always been, kind of portrayed as a bad boy or backbencher who can't do things faster. If you see elsewhere, everywhere, people will be doing Java, people would be doing Python, and name what the new language they are doing. But nobody talks about .NET. So it is such an underrated, one of the fastest, one of the most interesting. I mean, I'm in love with .NET. I can tell you. I mean, frankly speaking, I don't have any shame accepting the fact. No matter how much Java is, being projected as the best technology, no matter how much Python is being projected as the best technology, I know Python. The reason I learned it because I wanted to use the AIML. That's the only reason. Otherwise, when it comes to development, if you just look at the company name, all the banking are using .NET now. All the big enterprise application are being built on .NET. So .NET is not something just the other guy, but unfortunately, the people have portrayed it like this. To my mind, we should be using the very same thing for our advantage. Yeah, Yashwant, data structure tree grabs standing programming are asked for .NET developers too. Uh, Dynamic programming, I won't say they are being asked very often, but 2D array will come. If you are sitting for an interview like Siemens, then definitely there is a chance. There's a significant chance that you might get a question around that. But question on DP is less. But I do prepare because my long term plan is to, let's say, get into companies like JP Morgan or Siemens, obviously, Herman, these companies. But if you're preparing for Herman, na, then you can manage with arrays and all, you know, a good understanding of arrays and medium level of yes, Jyoti, you're right. You're right. AI will never take away our job. It's just a hype, and unfortunately, since companies have no other option but to invest so much money into AI, so that's why they've got to reduce the headcount. That's the only thing which has happened. Nothing else. Headcount has reduced, okay, or in a way, hiring has reduced. A lot of people are talking about TCS has fired 11,000 people, 27,000 people. See, What happens in an your organization is there are hierarchies. Okay, manager, mid manager, low manager. A lot of people, all they do is basically, you know, join the scrum call and would ask you, what have you done today? I mean, I'm not insulting them, I'm not mocking them, but the only thing is, these are menial job which anybody can do, right? So that has been reduced now. Okay. Yeah, guys. So, uh, anything which you want specifically to for me to address? If anything, please let me know. So, meanwhile, if you're, but one thing I will, insist or suggest everyone: if you are a backend engineer, try learning UI, try learning Angular or React. If you know both, then definitely learn cloud. That will give you a very strong bandwidth. Whenever, even these days, whenever I apply for an, you know when, let's say, I'm planning to switch, which I'm currently not because I recently joined Hitachi, so I'll be here for long, 2 3 years. But just for instance, let's say I'm planning to switch. Okay, so I'll create a 6 months of roadmap, 6 months of straightforward roadmap, nothing else. In 6 months, what I'm gonna do: first, I will go through my basics, which is .NET. So .NET interview has to be like water, clean, no confusion at all. First round will be mostly on .NET, and some DSA will come. A lot of .NET developers ignore DSA IC, which is really wrong. I'm telling you, those who are only planning to get into service-based company like Cognizant, Capgemini, and these, they are also started. They already have started investigating how in depth or strong you are in DSA. They'll ask obviously lower mid level of lead code question, but they're definitely gonna ask. But if you're planning for product based company, a lot of product based company hire, a .NET developer like JP Morgan, as I said, Morgan Stanley, Siemens, Herman. I'm missing out on few, Society General, and so on. So you'll get a good package as well. At the same time, you'll get a significant amount of, exposure, which you'll not never get in service based. So I don't know why .NET developers are usually very much obsessed with service based companies, and that's why they only focus on theory. But if you really want to upskill yourself, grow, outgrow this market, and be in a stable life, stable job, and definitely a high paying job, then you must, start investigating on these things as well, which is basically DSA, system design. You should start adding in your resume. And resume building is also very important. So if anyone of you want me to review your resume, please do reach out. Yes. Any question you have? Okay. Meanwhile, you type. My only request will be not to be afraid of AI. Just use the AI. Okay. We have built it. Hi, spiritual Mina. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Hello. Hi. So yeah. So we will use AI, but we will not be afraid of it. And the most important thing is that all .NET developers should start thinking of them transitioning into product-based companies as well. Target them. It'll really help you. Uh, will I be sharing interview videos for companies like Nagaro or Iris? Yes, I have gone through the interviews. I will definitely share my interview experience with Nagaro. Okay. How do you stay motivated? I'm in comfort zone. I don't know, man. I mean, see, I'll tell you very frankly. I have a calculation. The calculation is, we work for 9 hours. Either I work in TCS, either I work in any companies. Okay, for 9 hours, if I'm getting 2k, 3k, 5k, or 10k, that's my calculation. So for me, it's very important that if I'm giving 9 hours to you, I will be definitely charging 8 to 9k for my experience right now. After 2 years, my target would be to getting at least 10 to 12k, because see, developers are the backbone of the company. We are always underrated, always it's hype about management and all these things, but we are the one who are doing the groundwork. We are the one cleaning the stuff. Okay, we are the one fixing the bugs. that impresses the client, and our company gets a lot of money. So why shouldn't I think of getting more? So that's how I keep myself motivated. And not always that I enjoy learning. Mhm. And I was very fortunate as well. Yeah, I mean, all of you. I think majority of the people out here are, must have started their job around 2018 or maybe 2016 or something. That's exactly where .NET Core come into the picture. So a lot of seniors, those who have got 20 years experience, 15 years of experience, they're still stuck in .NET framework. So now let me plan for you. So if you are, if unfortunately by any chance if you are stuck in .NET framework, please, 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 it's a humble request for all people who are still stuck in .NET framework or WPF or WCF. These technology, transition yourself into .NET Core for sure. First thing, once you're there, then move on to UI. Either run Angular or React. Usually, I can, with my personal experience, .NET goes really with go with good with Angular, but you can choose React as well, no problem. Then you must learn Azure. I would prefer Azure. A lot of people, prefer gRPC or AWS as well. But to my mind, see, the best way to become a full stack developer now, .NET with Angular with Azure. These three are so, because Google uses Angular, yeah. So obviously, so the branding, the investment will keep on coming. So don't worry about it. So please try and keep yourself motivated in that sense. If money doesn't motivate you, spiritual mind, then second thing I can give you is like, see, uh, if you have got 10 years, 20 years experience, any experience, if you are not been able to get the money as much as you should be getting, there is no point. Apart from money, also, if you want to rise the ladder, why we should be always dependent on client when it comes to billability? Have you ever thought about it? The moment billability goes, what happens? We come on bench, literally as if we are sweeper or cleaning guy. No value. The moment you get the project, you become a hero in the eyes of HR or anyone. So that's where I started thinking of transitioning myself to product based companies. That's exactly, you can also think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Any other question? Okay. Meanwhile, somebody puts it. Let me also share one insight which I have learned in my 8 years of experience moving from different companies. Avoid joining companies which has got less than 5,000 people. That's my very honest advice. Because if you go into those companies now, the only trouble you will face there now is that project goes away now. They won't even give you 2 months or 3 months of bench period. That's a very problematic thing. So spiritual mind, how much experience do you have, bro? I need a suggestion. Yes, Ashok. Please, please go ahead. Please, please ask me. Oh, you are also 8 years. I am also 8 years. So fantastic. This is the right time, spiritual mind, for you to start thinking in bigger, bigger. If you are still stuck around service based, please think around it. And if you are still stuck around as a backend developer or something, then transition. Yeah, I can tell you, salary will unfold like anything. I should not quote any number, but have you ever thought like Infosys, company like Infosys will go beyond 30 lakhs? You know, I got that offer, but I denied because I wanted to join Hitachi. It is a kind of a product-based company, so it's more stable, and the kind of role here I was getting was better. So if you have that now, you'll definitely .NET, React, and SQL. But actually, I only know that much that does my job. I feel like I don't know. You don't have to. As far as interview is concerned, you don't have to. So go through interview rounds and all. That's exactly what I meant. You literally don't have to know each and everything. If you know how to render the component, how interaction works, you're good. You're sorted. If you can clear the interview, sorted. Then I would suggest, if you have backend UI and database, na, add Azure, because nothing much like deployment part you must learn, and second thing is some blob storage and all. That's all. You'll be sorted. You're good anyways. When it comes to interview, just try to crack it. Nothing else. You don't have to worry much. Then you please starting claiming yourself from today that you are a full stack developer. Nothing else. I'm telling you, I'm not teaching you wrong thing, but that's the reality. Because see, interviews and working is different. I can assure you, if I give you a project to create a front end, back end, interaction with database and everything, you'll definitely do it through GPT, through Google, and so on. So don't have to worry. Now, Yashwant, I am working on a .NET Core API, Angular, SQL for LPA currently. I think I should not learn MVC. Instead, I should learn microservices on Azure. Yes, correct. First of all, your salary is very less, bro. Okay. So, not insulting you. Don't get me wrong. Any of my subscriber is more than my friend. Just telling you. With 2 years, for LP is very less in this kind of environment we live in. So, this is the right time. Start now, and within maybe 6 to 8 months or 1 year, plan, switch. Yes, Jyoti, please go ahead. Because you're a full stack developer, Yashwant. Okay, so start claiming yourself as a full stack developer. And as a full stack developer, when I was having 2 years, 7 months of experience, I was getting, I mean, I switched from TCS to Aptiv. I was getting around 10 12 lakhs, and then when I switched, I got 18 plus. So that's how you should plan. What should be the salary as per my experience? 8 years, minimum 25. Yes, spiritual mind, minimum 25. Okay, I mean, with component also, that's fine. With 10% of variable or 20% of variable, that's fine. But something around that, 20 through 23, 24, 25, something around that. 20 plus for sure. If it's a fixed, then 20 plus. That has to be there. Below that is not acceptable, because you must be giving so much. A lot of people don't understand the pain of a developer. Yeah, we have to debug everything. We have to find the bug, fix it, and when we are doing so much, why should we get less salary? We deserve. Okay, managements are getting so much. Why should we? Around that. You sorted. I know. You sorted. I saw na that you have UI and all those. So you're sorted. Now I and you both can plan to get into JP Morgan, and companies where they literally, yeah, they give so much. And also, the kind of project we will be doing is great. I have been in the industry for 5 years, but my salary is quite minimal. Are there any suggestion to increase my salary? Yeah, Jyoti, for you also same. You can start with. I'm assuming you are a backend developer for sure. Learn Azure or Angular. Uh, one of them will be fine. Start with that, and don't switch in panic. Also, don't always think about salary. If you, I know you are a girl, so if you're stable, if your job is stable, then I mean, you have to balance. You know, because you have a lot of different responsibilities also. So that's why salary is low. Then definitely add different tech stacks. See, when you will work now, a lot of people think that if, let's say, I claim that I know this, what if I go and I can do? You will be able to do it. Okay, so take that as a responsibility of adding different features. Okay, front end, back end, UI, database. If you have all these things now, you will manage. When you are into a project, you will definitely manage, because every 30 or 31st you will be getting salary, so you will push yourself. So that's exactly how we push ourselves. Just being a backend engineer or front engineer doesn't work. Okay, so please try to add that, because I'm telling you, .NET developers earn much more than a lot of other tech stack people. Don't A lot of people don't realize. My tech stack spiritual mind is .NET Core, because I was very fortunate. As I said, the moment I came into the industry, 2016, I think .NET released .NET Core. So backend .NET Core. Then on front end, I know Angular and React both. Both of them I learned myself when I was on bench in TCS. That was the time I utilized. Then I used Azure. I know SQL, no SQL. And also one advantage that I got now, because I transitioned into the good companies. If you look at my profile, I worked for TCS, then UST, then Aptiv, currently Hitachi. So that also gives a sometimes good impression. So that's why I'm saying that if you're getting an opportunity wherever the total employee count is less than, let's say, 5K, avoid, try avoiding that. Yeah, man. Any other question? Yeah, thank you, Spiritual. Bye. How many how many of you are from Bangalore? Yeah, how many? You must be living in different cities, no? I hope. And yeah, guys, please keep the channel subscribed and share it, so that I'm gonna, most probably tomorrow I'll be sharing my cognizant interview experience. Okay, recently I gave it. It was really nice, and one of my subscriber has gone through interview with which company is that? Yeah. I'll tell you the name. He has shared his experience. I will be sharing very soon. Ashok bhai, working for a big MNC from startup to I went due to brand. Okay, that time I got multiple offers even. Acha, chalo. You have raised a very good point. Yeah, you have raised a very good point. Now I'll tell you my strategy. When I was having 2 years, 3 years of experience, even today, big MNCs gives you stability and peace. Don't look at layoff picture here. Most of them are management people. Nobody is laying off developers. Very few developers will be there. So what I my plan is, I haven't joined Wipro. I had an offer with Wipro as well, Capgemini, Cognizant, all these big names. My plan is, I will join them when I'll be around 45. Okay, till then I'll be taking risk, and till then I will be jumping and put my salary in a position where I can support my family well without any stress. Then I'll join these companies, because once you join these big MNCs, na, your salary hardly increases. Yeah, I joined TCS at 3.2, and by the time I got released after 3 years, I think they were offering me 3.4 lakhs. So that's the problem. So if you want to go into big brand, na, go in later stage. Yeah. You're so young, Ashok. So next time avoid this, or at least try to push on a higher salary. Yeah, see, if you go into big companies, in every project you'll find 100 people, 200 people. So obviously you'll have a very limited knowledge now, learning curve as well. So that's why, I mean, but you can do one thing. As I said, when I was in TCS, I learned a lot of things. That's exactly what you can do as well. Learn a lot of things. Yes, Ashok, never, yaar. It's impossible that AI will, take even a single job. I mean, I am using AI, to get my work done faster. It has always given me the wrong answer. Always. चूतिया चीज है यार, सीधा सीधी बोलूँ तो इसलिए चिंता नहीं करने का है, उस करने का है. Okay, Yashwant, you are from Gandhinagar. Nice, nice. I would love to visit. Yeah, I really want to visit Gujarat. You know. Your second comment was, but after I realized there is no learning curve, I got offer from startup. Should I switch again? Don't go for startup in this market. Frankly speaking, you're so young. No, don't take that much of risk here. If you, let's say, again lose your job, because startup is like totally depend on funding. The moment funding stops now, immediately they release. They don't even put you on bench, and you'll serve notice period of 3 months or something. So you don't have that cushion of 6 months, which we usually get in bigger companies. So avoid that. Avoid. Okay. Jyoti, you are learning Azure. That's really nice. Yes, Azure. And especially don't learn Azure end to end. Learn Azure only which is irrelevant for developers. Okay. Like deployment is very important. Database, these are very important. You want to learn Rust? Yeah, yeah, definitely. Rust is also good. Definitely. But Amartya, Amay. Amay, I guess. Okay, Amay, yeah. See, you can transition yourself, but if you are currently a .NET developer, or that, the only reason I'm not against new technology. The only thing is that people are less. Okay, demand of .NET is this much. Okay, and supply is this much. So this gap has never been filled. And as I was telling you, a lot of people who started in .NET, let's say 20 years, 25 years back, you know, they cannot within a day transition themselves into .NET Core or with the latest technology, because the moment you grow, you have kids, you have home EMI and all those things, then you stuck, you know. So you cannot keep on changing job after sometimes. That's the advantage we can use as a young people. So go for Rust. See, learning everything is great, you know. I get a lot of JDs where they want us to know uh, Python as a scripting language. What's the point? The reason I learned all these languages now, I know Python as well because I was to learn AIML. So go for Rust. Rust is a good language, and it's keeping you know the pace with the market. So you can definitely go for it. या गाइस कीप ऑन आस्किंग. अच्छा, सबसे पहले तो यार वीकेंड पे हर कोई एंजॉय करना. सबसे पहले काफ़ी दिनों के बाद हमारा लॉन्ग वीकेंड आ रहा है, और मार्च तक तो मेरा तो शेड्यूल बहुत टाइट है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा टाइट है. हाय शीता. हाय शनाया. ग्रेट. हाउ यू? हाउ मच एक्सपीरियंस यू हैव? डू यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन? प्लीज गो अहेड एंड आस्क. तो वीकेंड को एंजॉय कर लेना, बिकॉज अभी मार्च तक तो सबका टाइट होना है. दोज हु आर वर्किंग, आई डोंट थिंक, बिकॉज द क्लाइंट एंड बिजनेस जस्ट हैव come back from their holidays, long holidays, so obviously they'll be very tight. We all have going to be in a very tight schedule. Any question, guys? Ishika is from Mumbai. Okay, which company you work for, Ishika? Amazing, really nice. Yeah, this is my first, live. So I hope. I don't know. I didn't plan anything. Just thought like it's weekend. So, are you working in company? I am working. I am working in Hitachi. What's your plan for long weekend? Ah, friends, yeah, friends. They're already calling me because this today Saraswati Puja is there, na? So it's going on. So they're asking me to come. Most probably, after this live, I'll definitely go. और बताओ आप लोग का क्या प्लान है? अच्छा, तो देखो यार, यहाँ पे एआई को जो मैं बात कर रहा था ना, एआई को लेकिन यूज़ सब लोग करना यार, मैं तो इतना कहूँगा, एआई को बिल्कुल यूज़ करो, जम के यूज़ करो, ठीक है? मैं तो 2000 रुपये महीने का खर्च करता हूँ उस पर, ठीक है, अपना काम स्पीड अप करने के लिए, बिकॉज आई रियली don't wanna lose out on missing out on this. And the best part is now in Hitachi, it is in our training as well. It's a mandatory training that we have got to do. तो उसकी वजह से थोड़ा थोड़ा तो लर्निंग हो जा रहा है. पर यार प्लीज़ ना, इससे डर के ना, मतलब वो नहीं होना, बेवकूफ़ नहीं बनना. ये बिल्कुल ए अच्छा अच्छा, आप लोगों में से कितने लोगों को पता है देयर वाज अ .NET बबल इन अर्ली 2000. So please read about it. Anyone who is afraid of AI will get to know what exactly that bubble was, and why I think very similar kind of thing is going to happen with AI as well. You see a lot of players in the market right now, but I think at last there will be max to max 3 to 5 companies who are going to win the AI race. Obviously, Nvidia is going to be there because they build the chips. And anyone planning to switch, I would request you to hold on for a few minutes, unless it's very compulsory, unless you have no other option but to switch, or maybe you've been laid off or something. That's the only reason you should be planning to switch. Otherwise, market is down, so maybe you'll not get the salary as you might be expecting. So till then, you can wait. Okay, people are from Ranchi, Mumbai, Pune. Somebody was from Gandhinagar. I am in Bangalore. Wow, the whole India is kind of covered. And I think from next to, I mean, whenever we are gonna meet next, a lot of other people will also come in. Can you elaborate what topics to learn in Azure first? Okay, okay. So first one should be Azure functions. Okay, let me put it in the chat. I'll give you the list. So first thing will be Azure functions, as I said. So I have done very limited. Okay, Azure App Service, function, compute, CI/CD, then definitely cloud database part, SQL on Azure. These are very important. Hi Rajguru is doing Spring Boot plus .NET Core, mastery on both, plus microservices plus cloud DevOps will excellent DSN for a product-based company. If I'm planning for 9 years, okay. If you've got 9 years, na, and if you're planning to do Java and Spring Boot, you can definitely approach companies like you'll have a huge bandwidth, man. I mean, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, is working in मैं उसकी कंपनी का नाम बार बार भूल जाता हूँ, बहुत अच्छी कंपनी है, ठीक है. सो इफ यू लर्न जावा एंड दिस वन ना, then definitely you're gonna touch at least 50 lakhs rupees with your experience, pakka, 110%. So you'll have a huge opportunity. So great, Rajguru. I mean, I'm also one of similar kind of somebody who's, who keeps on learning new things. So it's great, it's great. You'll definitely. I'm in Deloitte for 4 years at 12. I am Deloitte as .NET 4 years at 12 LPO. Um, I missed it, man. Acha, you have got 4 years of experience and 12 LPA is what you're saying. Okay. So 4 years, 12, and you're in Deloitte. So as far as my knowledge is concerned with Deloitte, a lot of my friends are there, and they are there for last 7.5 years. It means the Deloitte gives good appraisal. I'm assuming even 20% or 30% is more than enough. So by the time you'll be reaching 6 to 7 or 8 years of experience, you'll be 20, 25 plus. Huh. And if you have bandwidth or you plan better, then to 110% you'll cross 40. After, let's say, you're planning in next 3 years or 4 years, then at that time you'll be around 7 to 8 years of experience, and you'll be have a good bandwidth, really good bandwidth, and pakka you'll crack very big companies. Walmart is the company name which I was missing. My friend is there, a very good friend of mine. She's getting 45 plus some bonuses and all. So Rajguru, you must do that. You must do that. If you have the, because see, Java and C Sharp is almost same. The only part which you mentioned I liked about it, the Spring Boot plus .NET Core. So if you can plan it like that, na, then definitely. Huh. My sister is in Flipkart. Yeah, reach out to me. I'll tell you what kind of questions they usually ask. My sister is there. I mean, think about it here. She's just got 1 years of experience. She's in Flipkart, and I am still stuck here. I also want to get into those companies. I'm planning PBC product based. Yeah, yeah. Flipkart, Adobe, Intuit. Walmart is also good. Yeah, Walmart. These and then yeah, lot of companies. I mean, if you are planning that, then to you will rock. So Jyoti is saying, sorry, I wanted to ask, do you also enjoy your weekend because you must have a lot of work? Are you able to give time to? No, Jyoti, see, what I do is like out of 2 days in a weekend, I spend one day in my learning, and one day, half of the day, most of the time, I spend, give time to family because I'm currently not living with my family. I'll be getting married in few months, so then my wife will be there. So I also have, committed her that I can give you only one day out of 2 days of a weekend. So that's exactly how I plan. So one day I give for learning, because for me, as I said, my calculation is that if I am working for 9 hours, how much I'm getting for 1 hour. That's the basic calculation, and I have been sticking around it. आई विल ट्राई टू गेट मोर एंड मोर, पर आवर. अपने आप को दिहाड़ी मजदूर मानना है, और 1 घंटे का अच्छा खासा पैसा लेना है. दैट्स माई टारगेट. सो दैट्स द ओनली थिंग आई वुड से. Yeah, Rajguru, really nice. Thank you very much for joining here. I really appreciate your, the spirit. Am I exactly like that? Like you are. I'm telling you. I also keep on trying to learn new technologies, keep up with the pace of the market, and I cannot. मेरे साथ वो हो ही नहीं सकता यार. मैं लोगों को देखता हूँ 14 साल 15 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है, उनकी सैलरी आज भी 17 पे है, 18 पे है, कोई 15 पे है, कोई 20 पे है। समझ नहीं आता कैसे वो लोग मैनेज कर लेते हैं। गुड। एनीवन हु इज 8 below 8 years of experience, below 10 years of experience, they should give their best to keep on, getting into new technology and fixing their finance, their lifestyle, everything. Yeah, if you stick around service based company, you will be going to bench and all. Ah, good, good, Rajguru. Anything else, guys, or shall we wrap up? I'll be keep on planning these session, and I will be sharing a lot of interview question answers in coming days from different companies. Any one of you have recently gone through any interview, please do reach out to me and share those questions. It would be really helpful. You know, we as a .NET developer should be in a community with pride. We should not feel that we work in a any sort of legacy technology. .NET is no longer a legacy technology. It is up to the market. It is at the top. Lot of business is using is Deloitte. You named it, na Rajguru. Deloitte is one of the company which uses .NET heavily. PwC, EY, Capgemini, Cognizant, Accenture, Siemens, Society General, you name it, yeah. So job opportunities are there. We just need to be ready with all the tech stack they required from our side. Okay. Okay, guys. Happy weekend. Please enjoy this weekend because the coming months are gonna be so busy, extremely busy. So try not to miss out on this weekend. This is definitely gonna be a very nice weekend. Spend with your family and hope Saraswati Mata gives all of us the courage to learn, grow, and anyone who thinks they are underpaid, they might be underpaid today, but once they are, you know, get into that good learning zone, they are definitely gonna rock. Where do I invest? I mostly invest in mutual funds. I invest in gold ETF, and then I mostly into these two things. I my portfolio, if I were to reveal, uh, 30% goes into large cap, then 30% goes into gold and gold SIP and gold ETF, then 20% you can say in the flexi cap, and last rest of them into the mid cap. I don't touch small cap here. I don't really, I'm not into that much money minded person, those who want to, blast. I think the speed at which I'm going in terms of learning, anyways my salary is gonna support me uh, as far as money is concerned. Okay, okay, spiritual bhai. Okay, Rajguru, thank you very much, yaar. Thank you very much for everyone who joined me. It is really a nice, experience. This is my first live. I will be coming very frequently, and please do, if you know people who are working in .NET, please do let them know that we have a channel, we have a forum, we will be connecting every weekend, and we will be doing all these things. I gave 10 interviews in last 1.5 year and rocked Accenture, Info, Deloitte, and two similar. I can share a lot of interviews question. Please do, please, brother, please. It will be really helpful for others, because I want to use this channel for all .NET developers. You know, enough, yeah. Constantly hype of Java, Python, and all those things. It's enough. .NET has got all the potential. The best part is, as I was talking about, demand and supply. Huge difference that we will take advantage of. Okay. Okay. Chalo, happy weekend. Thank you very much for joining. I really love you guys. So please reach out just in case of anything. Please connect through LinkedIn. Through LinkedIn, I'll share my WhatsApp number as well. Let's keep on connecting. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye bye, guys.